Here's this segment. It's called Phil's Five. Okay, Phil's Five. I think you might have just answered this, but your favorite teammate, favorite guy you ever played with.
Ooh, that's tough. Chris Cooper, Ryan Clady, Alex Smith, Jamal Charles, Lou Vasquez, Evan Mathis. I can't pick just one. Fortunate enough to play in the NFL for 10 years, and I've had phenomenal teammates. Matt Paradis says hello. I mean, I just great teammates, and honestly, that's the thing that gets you through during the regular season is having teammates either joke with you or push you or challenge you and or play checkers or play Connect Four with you. So I was just so fortunate to have great teammates: Jordan Norwood, Peyton Manning, Brock Osweiler, everybody on that Super Bowl 50 team. That team was close, unlike any other team I ever played on. But Ramon Foster, Marquise Pouncey, I mean, these guys. I got great teammates for days.
When you do a lot of winning like you did, you're playing with some special guys. I guess that's probably true. Best opponent you ever faced.
I hate giving credit to defense, but I'd say Tamba Ali and Dante Hightower. I mean, Tamba Ali was the first player in the NFL to teach me that it's chess, not checkers. And it was my first start against him. I went out, I kind of had a shorter, quicker set at times. And especially on the first third down, I really wanted to go hit that guy and disrupt him. And so the first third down against the Chiefs when I was playing Tamba Ali, I went out there to hit him. He took a step up field and clubbed me inside, and I literally was flying in the air like, oh, no! You know, it's just – and I was like, oh, my God. He was watching me when he was watching film. He wasn't like he was preparing to beat me. And I was just like, whoa, this is a whole nother level, right? So now, especially if you're winning a game – can I put something in the game that's going to, throw somebody off when they're keying up on me? So, the great opponents teach you the level that you have to play at to win. And then Dante Hightower, I mean, this is a guy, Phil, I don't know if we're going to fight when we see each other or hug each other and cry. I mean, there were some soul-crushing battles and some life-changing hits that we placed on each other. I like to believe I got the best of him, and I will tell him that at any point in time. And he's a player. He's an opponent that made me a better player. And I hate to tell him that. I'd hate to admit it in person, but that's the unspoken benefit of playing at an elite level in the NFL. I played countless games against Dante Hightower, and the physicality, the words exchange. I mean, those are things that thank God they didn't have a mic on me because I wouldn't be able to explain that to my children. But it was part of the best parts of my career were battling against Tamba Ali and Dante Hightower. And Tamba Ali is a friend of mine, but I've yet to meet Dante Hightower outside of football.
Okay. See, there you go. Yeah, no love lost on the field for sure. You got a favorite play, like a play that sticks out that you're like, that was special?
The Super Bowl 50 season, we were the first team to beat the Patriots twice in the same season. And the first time we did it in overtime. And I'll never forget one of my favorite plays. There was 19 truck. I was a left tackle, and what that is the receivers block down and the tackle pulls around to the alley. And we got onto the field. We had an audible, and then we changed it to 19 truck. It was 18 truck alert 19, and then the Patriots called the timeout. Then we went back on the field. They were in the same defense, which is highly irregular against a Bill Belichick defense. So we audibled again from 18 to 19. And then when we pulled, it was like everything happened the right way. The Patriots blitzed to the weak side, so the receivers wiped them down. And I pulled around the corner, and I saw Malcolm Butler, and I had this split second of, that's Malcolm Butler, the guy who got the interception in the Super Bowl. And then I cut him down, got him, and then as I was picking up my head to see where C.J. Anderson was, he was running right at me. So you can watch the clip. I pick up my head, and I put it right back down in case he's got to jump over me. C.J. Anderson runs in and scores, and we win the game. And then afterwards, my sister, who's a doctor, she was watching the game, and she said, hey, C.J. credited the offensive line on the touchdown run. So it was just this moment of excellence, and that was one of many moments that I had with C.J. Anderson, including the fourth down touchdown conversion in the playoff game against the Steelers. They say score with your man, and I scored in the end zone, had my guy go around me, and as I turned, I was like, if I scored, he scores. I turned, and right then C.J. Anderson fell over the goal line in the end zone, and him and I locked eyes like, oh my God! And then the stadium went nuts, you know. So it's been fun to be the drummer in the band, as I call it, and sometimes see it happen before everybody else.
That Patriots play, that's a legend. I mean, it's snowing, Sunday Night Football, Patriots. I think anybody who was there that night will remember that forever. So, best team, probably Super Bowl 50, right?
Yeah, Super Bowl 50 team was incredible. I mean, I played on a couple of great teams. And when I say that, I mean the guys in the locker room, right? I mean, I'm just talking about what happens to get you there. But I cannot put into words the camaraderie, the individual work ethic and responsibility and duty to the craft that every player had. And then that same level of duty to the teammates, the encouragement, the fun. The Super Bowl 50 team, they're my teammates forever. They know it. I know it. And it's been fun to see each other at different places afterwards, guys like Malik Jackson and things like that. So an incredible team. The 9-7 team I was on the year previous with the Kansas City Chiefs, best 9-7 team not to make the playoffs. And then wrapping my career up with the Steelers, I was incredibly fortunate to, one, learn from and play under Mike Tomlin, and two, play with Marquise Pouncey and Ramon Foster, David DeCastro, Villanueva, some of the best players and teammates I've ever had. But that Super Bowl 50 team, there were no fight. You know, we didn't cut each other down. You know, if I would joke on you, I'd say like, "Oh, Phil didn't get it because he's tired, Coach. He's got a new baby, Coach. Hey, Coach, give him a break, Coach. Come on." And then there's another guy. "Hey, Coach, you got two babies? Oh, you got no kids." You know, like that's how we would joke with each other. You know, so. It was really incredible, and to know that the level of accountability, the level of willingness is all that it takes is something that I'll take with me for the rest of my life in everything I do.
Yeah, special team. We got the 10-year anniversary coming up here next year. So, yeah, connected forever, I'm sure. Okay, the last one for this Phil's Five is what's your favorite lesson that you ever got from a coach?
If you think it, do it. That was Mike Munchak, and he said, "Look, guys, if you're in the game, if you think it, do it. I trust you. I trust you that you did all the work in the week before. That in the moment you're going to know based on the information you've absorbed, your knowledge, your experience. If you think it, do it." And I was like, man, I wish I'd have had that advice earlier in my career. But Mike Tomlin had some great advice too. And he would say, start meetings every day. First rule in getting better is showing up. And I was like, man, this guy's preaching the gospel of life. And,
Yeah.
and then he would say, the second rule is listening is a skill. It's your job to figure out how you listen, and our job as coaches to deliver you information in that manner. And I think it's incredibly important to put your feet where you want to be. And I take this to my broadcasting career. I got selected by the NFL to go to the broadcast boot camp. At the boot camp, they say, go to your alma mater. Well, it just turned out, I didn't even look, but Notre Dame's spring game was that weekend after the Friday. So canceled my flight, rented a car, drove to Notre Dame, and that turned into my first gig that then later turned into the radio color analyst position at Notre Dame. So you got to put your feet where you want to be. If you want to be a New York stockbroker, go put your feet on Wall Street. If you want to be a world-class surfer, go put your feet on the beach. Showing up is the biggest part of success.